Today is a very beautiful Wednesday, a very calm Wednesday, and it's a day that we have a guest with us. And for those who are watching us live on YouTube and Facebook, he's a gentleman, looking very sharp, because he's here to share his story. And when you look at him, he looks so well, but he has fought a fight that is worth sharing, a story that is so inspiring. And before I go further, I start by saying, as the sun is a star, it's hot and glowing, so do I, and so do you. In our studio today we have Joseph Wambua. Joseph Wambua is someone who has walked a very long journey, a tough one, but he's here because he needs to inspire us. He's a welfare officer in the prison headquarters, and he's a recovering addict. So today we chose to do addiction, drug addiction, and the reason is because this is what is eating our society right now, because there are a lot of hardships. And Joseph Wambua, welcome to our studio.
Thank you so much.
And even before we go on, I want to introduce it. Maybe there's something that I've left out. They need to hear that good voice and strong voice.
Okay, as you said, I'm Joseph Wambua. I am a recovering addict. And first and foremost, it's important that you understand that addiction is a disease.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people in this country are suffering from this disease. And the biggest challenge is that there's lack of information about it.
Mm-hmm.
That is why you'll find most of the people are found drunk in the societies end up being victimized and stigmatized on the same issue, because we believe maybe it's because of gross misconduct that these people are drinking.
Yeah.
They've gone out of their way so that they can go and drink. And that is not the real issue. The real issue is that these people are sick and they need treatment.
So when you talk about addiction, it's not about that they do it just for fun. There's an underlying thing that is driving them to whatever addiction they're doing.
Mm-hmm. There might be an underlying issue, but we need to distinguish between the two, because personally, I was not in a position to control my drinking, and we have social drinkers and hard drinkers, and social drinkers are those people who can control their drinking. Whereby if they go to a bar and say they're going to take 3 bottles, they'll be in a position. They'll be in a position to take the 3 bottles and then go home.
Those are now the social drinkers.
They can manage their drinking. But there are those where I belong. If you go to a bar and decide that you're going to take 1 or 2, that will not be possible.
Sure.
You'll always want another one more. That's why we normally say 1 is too many, 1,000 is not enough.
1 is too many, 1,000 is not enough.
1,000 is not enough. And when you find yourself into a position whereby you are in such brackets, you need to be cautious, very, very cautious about your drinking.
So you have to be aware of how you are taking your drink or whatever you are taking. You have to be aware of, is it too many? And can I even control the drinking?
The biggest challenge with addiction is that there is that aspect of denial.
Denial, yeah.
And we normally say denial is the active ingredient of this disease that tells us that we can control our drinking.
So there's social drinking and there's now the addiction. Joseph, as I listened to your story, I was interested because right now we have a lot of challenges in our society. People are depressed. Children are depressed in the institutions, back at home. There are no basic needs. Some of us can't meet the basic needs. Some other people are sick. And we find that there's a lot of addiction that's happening. We are seeing out there the students or the young people, the youth and the teenagers, they have gone back to drinking and doing other drugs. And listening to your story is a kind of similar story. And I would like you to take us through this story so that we understand how it happened, how you managed, and the hardship that comes. Because there's someone who is feeling like, for me, it's a bit tough. But maybe your story will inspire that person. And maybe you can take us through your story now.
Okay, my journey to addiction started way back in 1999. And at that time, I was in Form 2. And that is when I had my first drink.
Now, in Form 2?
Yeah.
I think that sounds too early for some people, yeah.
Yeah, and actually it was an act of curiosity.
Out of curiosity.
And peer pressure, whereby you think that those people are taking alcohol is fun, life is so good towards them. And my first feeling was euphoric. And it reached a time whereby I did it on a Saturday. It was on a Saturday during the vacation. The next Saturday I was on it again. And I was very cautious so that my parents don't know that I was doing the same behaviors. And this thing is progressive.